Hello everybody and welcome back to Aurora 4X. I of course am Sir Bedian, and today hopefully we will be able to actually get some marine action on the last 3 remaining ships of the NPR threat. Now, well, I say threat, but anyway, so Lightning Dragon has been following Bugbear, but Bugbear is dead. So, what we're going to do is we're actually going to turn around and we're going to head back to the carrier group. We're just going to follow them so we can dock our 3 Wyverns and conduct some repairs. Now, Lightning Dragon itself has suffered 0 damage because it's awesome. Oh, okay, somebody is failing to fire point defense. Or trying to do it from really far away. Who? I thought I cleared orders everywhere. It's not the Joeys. These 4 iron shields are set to point defense, but how far away are they? They're over there, so they're set to follow, but I think they're a little behind. Hang on, where is the point defense fire running? Not there. Okay, it's weird. Forget about it. Okay, no, somebody is definitely trying to fire point defense. Is too far away. You're following, and it's not there. It's not there. Who's firing point defense? Nobody's firing point defense. What are you on about? You guys are on point. You guys are on final fire. Wyverns are on point blank, final fire. Lightning Dragon is on point blank. Maybe these 2? No, these are not doing anything. Iron Shields are on point blank. These guys aren't even on point defense. Echidnas? Please don't tell me it's the Echidnas. Because, like, there's no missiles anywhere. Okay. They're not being stupid about it then. Let's try again. They're fast, but, you know. Okay, good. Not being stupid now. Alright, so we are still getting hits on the Lightning Dragon. Shields are very nice and holding. They're currently down at just under 30. Just going to turn events back on. Why? Who is trying to shoot at... Fuck's sake. There's nobody there, you colossal knob. Like, are they actually firing properly? Yes. They are firing properly. I don't know. Seems to be the 30-second count that actually does it, because 5 seconds seem to do it just fine. Yeah, 5 seconds is fine. Okay, fine. Auto turn, 5 seconds. We should probably do minimum increments because that's going to stop the second the first missile rocks up. Let's do 30 increments. Let that run. Okay, so we have a couple of missiles heading towards our main fleet. That thing has more point defenses than you can shake a stick at. So they are just fine. Lightning Dragon is getting fired at, but it has plenty of shields, so it is fine as well. And it is now actually moving on. So we are doing just fine there in terms of handling point defense. So now the question becomes, what do we do about keeping missiles away from our dropships? So one thing, there's 2 things. I'm thinking that I do want to return to the Wild Weasel approach because got a good recommendation on the last video to basically expand the envelope. So instead of flying directly at the targets and flying right past them, we're going to fly out to about there. That should hopefully cause the missiles to not be able to catch up. So by the time they actually get to the target, we'll be far forwards enough that they will never actually end up catching up. Now, we got a window of about 23, 24 million. Possibly even further. So out to here, if we run them to about here, waypoint 5 should be enough. So we run them to waypoint 5, then to waypoint 1. I think that might be enough. Where are the Joeys? Are they in here? Or have they... These are the iron shields. That should be a space, not a C. Don't know where the C comes from. So iron shield is there. You guys are the camelbacks. You guys are the Joeys. Alright, so you're following the carrier group. I will actually get you to land. Actually, yeah, no, hang on. So, Iron Shield 2 has still not actually repaired anything. I think I'm going to add to queue. Yeah, we can't do that. I don't know what it is. It's docked. It's docked to the Kanga, but it's not docked to Breathe. It's launched. I don't know why it's not running, getting repaired. But, yeah. Alright, we're going to run damage control. At least to get the components patched up. And that will be sufficient. And then we're going to kick him out and send the Joeys out after him. Joeys are there. I'm going to follow you. Ugh. I really don't know why the 30 seconds are complaining. Makes no sense. Because like the 5 seconds don't care, it's the 30 seconds that complain. Alright, should be almost done. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, they have repaired now. Crew quarters has been repaired, and... who actually got hit? No, still Lightning Dragon. I will cut that out. We're still awaiting acknowledgement, eh? Oh, well, once they kick in, they'll catch up real fast. Alright, you guys are fine. I don't know if we have... Actually, let's do a 30-second jump now. Okay, good. No point defense trying to fire. Yeah, you're catching up. Yeah, it looks like echidnas are firing. And they are doing just fine. So they're going to knock those guys out nice and quick. I'm wondering if they have actually run out of ammo by now. 30 seconds going to complain? No? Good. Because I'm not seeing any more anti-missile fire. Shield repair damage. Excellent. Shield 2. Damage control is done. No, that's the butcher. That control is running. Ah, armor finally repaired. Okay. I think maybe the increments might have been too short. Okay, so they are repairing armor. Good. I should actually stop the repairs of the... to test it, but... yeah, abort DC. I want to test it. I'm going to run 2 minutes. See if they repair anything. Alright, everybody's teamed back up nicely. Excellent. We are advancing. And yeah, I think we're just... yeah, you know what? Better idea. We're just going to catch up the old-fashioned way. Because we just got a 30-second interrupt. I think there might actually be still firing. So, no, we don't need Brisbane. We don't need Seoul. We need these guys. So instead of following, I'm just going to join. And land on assigned mothership. And we're actually just going to punt the iron shields out. Because, yeah, no, okay, yeah, we're just going to punt them out. Iron shields 2 and 5 launch. Are you guys actually all there? 2 and 5, where's the other one? There. Join. Actually, a better idea. Follow. And we're just going to pluck the iron shields out. Okay, we'll pluck them out in a sec. Do we have any anti-missiles coming? Lightning Dragon has joined up. Absolution repaired armor damage using supplies from its mothership. But that's Absolution. We know that Absolution can repair it. So that's fine. Acid repaired armor damage. Do we have anti-missiles coming in? Not yet. Let's speed things up a little bit. I'm going to do 5-minute jumps. I think they might be out of ammo now. But like, I really don't want to be sending Marines into an anti-missile swarm. Alright, armor damage is being repaired. Alright, we're almost at 20 million kilometers out. If they have anti-missiles, they will be about to fire them. Armor is almost fully repaired. Once it's repaired, I'm going to send the... You know what? The Illithid's out. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. Iron Shields. I will get you to pull the other 2 Iron Shields out. And I will actually get you... Contacts. Illithid. Follow. And I want to follow at... 100,000 kilometers. That's a million? No. 10,000 kilometers. 100,000 kilometers. 1 million kilometers. Okay. 1 million kilometers. Follow. If that's not enough, actually no. I think I want to. Illithid, Lich, or Griffin. Nobody bothered to ask. So yeah. Okay. Illithid split off first. We're going to hit the Illithid first. We should actually go for the Griffin. We should go for the Griffin. But with 2 minutes, And the iron shields being that close and that far out, I think we are... Yep. Metals are dry. Alright, boys, let's do this. Drop bears. Let's gun it. Split off. Weird. Alright. Holy shit, fuel. Righto. Actually, rejoin real quick. Equalize fuel. And then drop bears back across. 70% will be enough. Okay, drop bears. You know what? Yeah, let's go after the Griffin. It's the biggest. We are going to need the most marine firepower to board it. So, Griffin. We need to split everything. So, right. Okay. Carrier group. Divide fleet into single ships. And Iron Shield, we're just going to actually recall you. It's actually, yeah, no. Carrier group, follow, return around. So we're just going to wait for the drop bearers to split. There we go. So now we've got a bunch of drop bearers. Griffin. Attempt boarding action with 131st Marine Company. Drop bear 2. Attempt boarding action with 127th Marine Company. Drop bear 3. Attempt boarding action with 128th Marine Company. Drop bear 4. Attempt boarding action with 129th Marine Company. Drop bear 5. Attempt. That's Iron Shield. Drop bear 5. Attempt boarding action with 130th Marine Company. And as soon as you do that, I want you to join. Drop bears. Actually, no, just in case they get shot, come back here. Board action, follow. Board action, follow. Board action, follow. Board action, follow. Boarding action, follow. Okay. So, let's do this. Drop bears, gun the engines, maximum throttle. We're going after the Griffin. At 40,000 kilometers per second, that is almost 10 times the speed of our target. Very quickly, 280, we want the maximum possible initiative so that they are always following. We do not want to run the risk of missing our targets. Okay. So, the idea being that we, at 40,000 kilometers a second, we can cross from outside their gun range to point blank, conduct the drop, do the actual boarding, and then at that point, it doesn't matter if the drop bearers themselves get shot down. Our Marines are on board, they're going to cut their way through the hull, and there's nothing that the enemy can do about it. Hopefully, they are fast enough that if the Griffin has any actual guns, they won't hit. But that's the hope. And we will find out momentarily. Because the drop bearers are literally seconds away. Here we go. Here we go. Strap yourselves in, guys. If they're firing, they ain't hidden. And Marines on board. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boarding attempts. Succeeded. Suffered drop in 51, 55, 50, 48, 65 readiness. So roughly 50% readiness drop. That is entirely expected and within acceptable loss. Within acceptable losses. Attempting to board are unable to get access to target's armor has not been penetrated. Breaching charge is being prepared, and further information will follow soon. Again, fully expected. We know that the armor has not been penetrated. Breaching charge has been detonated. Further information will follow. Breaching charge detonated. Further information follow. So we've got two breaching charges detonated so far. That's 3 detonated so far. 4 breaching charges detonated. 5. The armor's pretty thick on this thing. 6. 7. How much armor does this thing have? 8. 9. 10. Can't have 10 layers of armor. Well, then again, it is 30,000 tons. Alright. Attacking forces have successfully penetrated the armor of Griffin 1 and combat is underway. Report on action in 265 seconds. I'm going to do 2-minute jumps. Try and get this hurried up a little bit. 115 seconds. Attack strength is 25.41. Combat ratio 3.5194. Your chance of unit loss is 2.8. We are doing splendidly. Attacking forces of 6 will penetrate the armor and combat is on the way. Yeah, we know that. Do a 5-minute jump. 30.51 looks like no. Well, a little bit of progress has been made. It's gone from 3.5194 to 5.341. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm actually, because we're not probably going to, we are going to be seeing this a lot. But, I'm wondering, should I show you now or later? Because I'm going to be picking these guys and I'm going to be dropping them over on the Lit and the Illithid. Because I think they've got at least one more boarding left in them. And 19,000 tons is not a lot. So, Griffin, we're going to have a mystery. We're not going to know what it is. We're just going to wait for them to board it. We're going to see how we go. I don't think we're going to lose, but we're going to see how we go. Because I want it to be a little bit of a mystery about what exactly we're going to get. For the Lich and the Illithid, I'm actually going to enable designer mode to see the other side of what it looks like to be boarded. So yeah, and we're going to do this from moment one as the Marines actually land. Combat ratio has gone up to 3.7, so we are definitely making headway on the Griffin. Alright, so combat ratio has gone up to 4.1, but the 128th Marine Company has lost 14% readiness. They're down at 31 now. That is rather lower than I would like. Lower than I would like. Combat ratio is still going up though. 129th has suffered a readiness loss further. So we're losing men. But we have now successfully captured Griffin 1 by boarding combat. 355 alien prisoners have been taken and interrogations have been captured out. Let's go have a look at our booty. So, Yildiz 1. This thing, it's a battle cruiser. 28,650 ton battle cruiser with 355. So it looks like we didn't actually kill any crew. Either that or no crew is lost. 10 layers of armor. So yeah, that's a big thing. Jump rating. So it does actually have. So it's actually a jump cruiser. It's a jump battle cruiser. Yeah. Well, there it is. Jump battle cruiser. A little bit of passive, a little bit of damage control. What's the armor status like? There they go. Yep. Punch straight down. 28,000 ton jump drive. Not bad. I think our own jump ships are bigger than that. Yeah, Camelback's at 30. So we haven't really gained anything there. Ion engines, well, that's waste. A lot of fuel though. 3.2 million liters of fuel. That's nothing to sneeze at. And as you can see, MPRs don't use fuel. They've got a Q system. That will hopefully get a little bit of nice tech for a few things, but I'm not really too hopeful. Size 6 missile launcher. So this is one of the missile ships that were shooting at us. No ordnance left, of course. Victor class anti-ship missiles. As you can see, they have 10 launchers with a fire rate of 40, which is what we were experiencing as the missiles were coming in at us. 300 million kilometers on that range, and actually 3 fire controls. Now, one thing you'll probably notice is that even though it has 3 fire controls, the AI does not split the launchers between the 3 fire controls, because the salvos were coming in as a salvo size of 10, not as 3 salvos of 3, or +1. So, even though it has multiple fire controls, they're backups. They're not actually being split. So, a player, us, would be able to make a significantly better use out of these 3 fire controls to overcome point defenses than the AI ever would. And of course we got thermal sensor, 330 million kilometer active sensor, which is now online with us. Thank you very much. And we've got an EM sensor. Now, crew casualties 367. So yeah, there's not much of a crew left on this thing. Crystalline composite. Holy shit, that armor! What the hell? Crystalline composite. Is that where they put their tech points? Crystalline composite armor. Hang on. Hang on. Where is? Filters. Crystalline composite armor. Wow. Wow, I might be wrong. Maybe this ship can teach us something. Okay. Okay. So they actually have 722 maximum crew. So we actually just have 355 left. Because those are the survivors. So we actually... Hang on, where is it? Yes. So, yeah, we actually killed about half of their crew. A bit more than half their crew during that boarding action. So, okay. So, that is the ship that we have now captured. So, drop bearers, we're actually going to turn you around. We're going to get you to go and pick up those Marines. On 27th. On 28th. On 28th. On 29th. Hang on. No, you do 129, 128. 02. 3 picks up 129th. 4 picks up 130th. And 5 picks up 131st. Alright. Yothers itself will just remain where it is for now. And a carrier group, we're actually going to put a complete stop to you right now. Cease orders. Because drop bearers are there, and we need to get them to go and pick it up. Alright, going for a combat load now. Okay, they are currently loading. We're not going to let them wait an entire day. So this is potentially going to be a very bad idea, but I think we have enough Marines that it's not going to be a super terrible idea. So, which is what we're after. Boarding action. Attempt boarding action. Don't go on the wrong target, please. Attempt boarding action. Attempt boarding action. Okay. So, now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn on Space Master and also Designer Mode. And what we're going to do is we're going to watch it, watch the boarding action from the other side of the equation. So, let's wait for them to actually do their drop. Boom, completed orders. And let's see what it looks like. Well. So, what it looks like, it is not 50% of the Marine Company readiness that is lost. It is 50% of full readiness that is lost. So the casualties are not based off of the current strength, but the maximum strength. So we just lost our heroes. Do we have any Marines in system left? I'm pretty sure we do. Pretty sure the carrier group has them. We have... Okay, yeah, we got plenty. We got plenty of spares. Follow. Drop bear to absorb, 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 absorb. So, don't drop multiple ships at the same time, I guess. Alright, how long is that going to take? No, it shouldn't take very long. Because they're moving to catch up and these guys are super fast. So yeah, that was a little bit embarrassing. Maybe we'll land on the Illithid instead. Come on. Just because it's closer. Alright, let's do an hour tick. And they're out of fuel. Well done, boys. Well done. Alright, carrier division. Drop bearers. Where is... okay, we're just going to absorb you. So that's going to take a long time now. A couple of hours. Alright. Carrier division. Equalize fuel. We're actually going to recover parasites. So recover our drop bearers. Get their fuel up. Okay. Now, we're going to take our drop bearers. Split you off. And task group. Divide fleet into single ships. There we go, completed orders. And now we are going to load 130 seconds. 133rd, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we're gonna do a 5 and 4 drop. We've got 5 drop ships. Yeah, we're just gonna do a 5 and 4. 134th. 135th. 136th. Get him to initiate orders. There we go. Combat load on the way. No, you're still acknowledging. Okay. Still waiting. There we go. Now, I can remove orders. Yeah, because there's no way in hell we're going to wait an entire day to combat load a bunch of Marines. All right. We are going for the illithid. Yes? Yes. Attempt boarding action with 130 seconds. Attempt boarding action with 133rd. Attempt boarding action with 134th. Boarding action with 135th. And attempt boarding action with 136th. Actually, I'm going to get the carrier group to start heading up as well. Well, continue heading up. Move to. Alright, they should actually do boarding action now. Bingo. Okay. Now, let's have a look at boarding action from the other side. So, 71, 54, 53, 64, and 59 completed orders. I don't know why these are appearing so many times, because only our guys should ever actually see them. But we can see here, boarding attempt. Hang on. There we go. Interestingly enough, they don't know. They don't know. That's our message. They're not seeing a boarding attempt. Interesting. Okay, let's go and open up their own ship. Homan's freehold. Now I've got to figure out which one the hell is actually being boarded. We're looking for a 1950 ton ship. 1950, 100, 1950. I think that's the one. 1950. This is the one. Okay. So this is the one that that is getting boarded. As you can see, they don't seem to have too many ships either, which I'm supremely pissed off about. This is the ship that's about to get boarded, right? We know that because it's the only ship that actually has the right tonnage. So if we go have a look, we can see that the armor is actually already breached. There's already a damage point in the armor. Breaching charge has been detonated, right? What is really interesting is that, yeah, as I said, the target of the boarding does not seem to actually get any indication that they're getting boarded. Let's do a 5 minutes and see if that changes. Yeah, nothing. Nothing at all. No update whatsoever on the target. The armor breaks, but no update. So that's interesting. The target does not know that they are about to get that their armor is getting cut through, unless they're literally paying attention to the armor status. So we're gonna just jump ahead a couple minutes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 layers. And we're gonna wait for the armor breach. And we're gonna see what happens to the ship once it's actually breached. What are we up to? 3 more. One. 2. Alright, this should be a armor breach now. 3. Alright, so armor has been breached, but the next cycle would actually be combat. So let's see what happens on the... Oh. Well, that was fucking quick. So, we get attack strength 21.89, combat ratio 5.7. They get 3.79, combat ratio 5.7. Interestingly, they get the same combat ratio. Probably because they're just looking at the defense strength. So that's obviously the combat ratio of attacker to defender only, regardless of which side you're actually looking at it from. Chance to unit loss 57.8. Crew losses, 50 casualties in boarding combat. Crew complement now 329 captured. So I don't know why this one fell so quick. Yeah, because it's gone now, because it's over on our side. Well, we can see all of our guys, but military only, we're looking for... engine. CD engine. There it is. Yeah, I have no idea why they surrendered so quickly. Maybe it's because of the combat ratio? Like, that was really fast. Like, 50 dudes dead out of 400, and they just like, nah, we surrender. I don't know, maybe they breached the outside, maybe they cut their way into the bridge and just seized that and just like, yoink, we'll just take that, okay, thanks, bye. I don't know. Okay, well, last thing to do then, 137. 138. 139. 141. So we got 2 ships seized. We got the drop bearers to just run over and start picking up troops. Drop bearer 5 can actually land because you're not doing anything. I'm not picking up at the moment. Carrier group is probably going to have to actually stand still for a sec. Yeah, alright, carrier group. Stop. What are they doing? You stopped. Oh, they're out of fuel. Absorb. 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 Maybe with 4 Marines would see more. But we have learnt 2 things. Number 1, a target overboarding action does not get any notice, at least in the logs, that they have been boarded in any way, shape, or form. Until the armor has been breached and the Marines are already on board. So, cover. Drop bears are fully fueled. And yeah, these guys are a little bit far away. I don't like them being so far away. So carrier group, keep moving on. So we're actually going to, I'm actually going to put a stop and break in the episode here. Not quite as long as a full episode, but a little bit longer than a regular one. But we have captured 2 ships, and we have a clear idea of what it looks like to both board and be boarded. And we also got a nice extended boarding engagement. Actually, very interesting. We should actually still have the logs from when we captured the other one. Griffin, here it is. So armor, successfully penetrated armor. So we can see here, total defense strength is 7.22 versus 25.41. Alright, 3 crew casualties. And then 41. 7.19, 6.71, 60 casualties, 58 casualties. That's them losing contact with us. 58 crew casualties. That's them seeing us. 147 casualties. Yeah, that's where they just gave up. That is like a ridiculous amount of casualties in just 5 minutes. Yeah, okay. Now, something I want to check real quick. So when they first started fighting, they had about 722. So it looks like each crew member counts for 0.01 defense strength. So if you have a rough idea of how much crew they have, that gives you an idea of how many Marines you need to actually land. So we had 5 Marines at approximately half strength, and we had an attack strength of 25. So it looks like each Marine provided about 10, approximately 10 combat strength. If we go have a look at our ground units, Marines, we can see their attack and defense is 25. I'm not sure if how this directly correlates, because we had 5 Marines on board at approximately half strength, and they have an attack strength of 25. So, oh, I know what it is, because Marines get a 2 times multiplier to their attack strength on boarding combat. So they get 2 times multiplier, so their attack and defense, company. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so 5 attack and defense. Only one of them is actually counted. Doesn't really matter which one's which. They're both the same. So only one of them is actually counted. So Marine Company has 5 strength, doubled for shipboard combat. So it doubles to 10. And then roughly half, which brings it back down to 5. And then there's 5 of them, which gives us 25. So what this means is to get a 1-to-1 combat ratio of Marines to crew, you need 1 Marine Company landing at 100% for every 500 crew members. That's pretty good, all things considered. So if you know roughly what survivor what strength rating they're going to land at, which you should, because you know your speed and you know their speed, which means you know what the losses will be, at least roughly, because there is obviously some variance. So you know roughly what ratio they're going to land at, you know how many you're dropping, so all you need to know is approximately how much crew the enemy ship actually has. And you can roughly approximate that based on the tonnage. Because, I mean, obviously it will vary depending on what kind of stuff they actually have on board. Because some components have more crew, some components have less. And, of course, it does depend a little bit on deployment time. But, long story short, a marine company gives you, well, a base of 5 strength. So, 500 crew per marine company for a 1-to-1 ratio. Now, here's where it gets a little bit interesting. Because the only other company there is basically none. So, as far as I'm aware, there are no actual company level, well, anythings really. So, combat engineers are a battalion. Combat engineers are a battalion. Company. Combat engineers are a battalion. Crew quarters, cryos, engineering. Garrisons are a battalion. Heavy assaults are a battalion. Basically, Marines come in companies. Basically, nobody else does. So what's interesting about that is that if you have a look, a Marine battalion is 25, but a heavy assault battalion is 30 for the same size. So what this means is that unless, if you can get it up to the same speed, which you kind of can if you just scale up the dropship, if you can get it up to the same speed, a heavy assault battalion... Actually, no, it doesn't. Because you double it. So that's actually 50. Alright. Never mind. Crisis averted. Heavy assault battalions are not better at boarding than fucking Marines. Good. They shouldn't be. Otherwise, Marines are literally out of a job. Have to go home and eat crayons on the couch. Okay. So, boarding covered. That's how you take ships. Those 2 ships are basically intact except for one small hole in their armor. They're going to give really, really good loot when we take them home and disassemble them. And because when you disassemble, you get technology back, we should hopefully get a good amount of research points to armor because this NPR has apparently put an insane amount of research points into their freaking armor because they have crystalline. Whatever. Okay. But that's it for me for today. So, thank you for joining us in our show on capturing ships, both on our side and their side. So, next episode, we are going to capture that lich, and then we're going to move in and see what we're up against on their planet. So, yeah. Join me then.